coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And now the Raven defense going to call.
Set. 218. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's second and 12. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Going deep here for Stills. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Brings up
an early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He finds his target, Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. Looking for his tight end, fouls, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
David Johnson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And take it right on the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
Eddie
Vanderdoes there on the stop.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 43-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
He's got the first down here inside the 30.
There it is.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 43 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5 at the Texans' 33-yard line.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Duvernay, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a toss right, Freeman. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brennan Scarlett brought him down. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Flushed out right. And almost intercepted. He could have picked it. Maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down.
Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Terrell Suggs picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going for it. It's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Matt Judon. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points. So David Johnson on his way. 30, 10, for touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, 69 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Raven first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll to be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd
An incomplete pass on 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brought down by Marcus Peters. 8 yards on the pickup.
From the 31, Watson.
At the 30.
Buying time to his left. And now Watson throws another interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Texans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go. Hey,
From the gun, Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brandon Cooks, incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 29, Jackson. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
No gain on the
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They toss to Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Down at the 31. A gain of a yard.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Bernardrick McKinney on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Jackson.
26-yard line.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score, Ravens 42, Texans 14. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
First down.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. On first down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They go to Johnson again. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Check. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, come on, oh. 49, check 49.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the
Operating from the gun, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. It's 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The Ravens.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
2 yards.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He was brought down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Open man, the tight end fouls. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run it with Johnson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Ravens 48, Texans 21. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Griffin's pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.